Sanjeev Yusek and welcome you to Edward's Mind. Okay, so today is Independence Day, very important day for us for this country. Okay, so I hope your study is going on very well. Okay, so as usually we will discuss JMN's previous question. Okay, student. So in this question, the correct order of stability for the following alkoxide. So there are three alkoxide given in this question, A, B, and C. Okay. So and very important thing is that here NO2 is attached in all the three atoms, all the three compounds, right? So in the option A, what is this? Here NO2, we know that NO2 is acting as a minus I effect. Okay. So here minus I effect will operate and it will stable the negative charge. It will stable the anion. Okay. Let us see here this negative charge and this pi bond of NO2 is not at conjugate position. So minus I effect will not operate here. Okay, that means minus M effect will not operate, but minus I effect will operate here. Let us see in option B. So in option B, also this anion and pi bond of this NO2 is not at conjugate position. So minus I effect is also operating here. So minus I effect is also operating here. Okay, but minus M effect will not operate. Okay, but one important thing is that this negative charge and this pi bond is at conjugate position. That's why this negative charge will delocalize. That is, we can say that this pi bond will withdraw this electron. So let us see in this option C. Okay, in option C, we can see that this negative charge and this pi bond is at conjugate position, and also this pi bond and pi bond of nitrogen is at also conjugate position. That's why we can say that here extended conjugation can be possible. So we can say that here minus I effect will operate. Okay, and also due to extended conjugation, minus M effect will also operate. That means both effect will operate and will stable the negative charge. So we can say that in all the three options, option C will be more stable, then option B will stable, and the least stable anion, that means least stable alkoxide, will be A. So according to option, this option will be correct option. Okay. Now let us see the second question. This is a giant like question, right? Okay. So in this question, Z is given. There are two Z, A and B. One is ethoxide ion and another one is third butoxide ion, right? So here there are two paths. One path for substitution and another path is for elimination. And more important thing is that we know that the crowded base will follow elimination reaction. Only elimination reaction. Remember that, student. Only elimination reaction will be possible. But here this is also a strong base. But this is a ethoxide ion. So we can say that here substitution as well as elimination will be possible. Okay. So here according to this question, As and K are the rate constant for substitution and for elimination, and mu is the ratio of the rate constant for substitution and elimination. That's why if we take mu and mu A and mu B, that means if you take mu A, that means if you take ethoxide ion, then substitution will be possible, but in B substitution will be not possible. And we can say that if you take A and B, so mu, that means the ratio of Ks and K, mu A will be greater than mu B, because for a substitution will be possible, that means the rate constant for substitution will be greater than the rate constant for elimination, right? Now one more thing is that, and also additional thing is that we also find the rate constant for B and for elimination. So earlier I am saying that for B this is preferred only for elimination, that means the rate constant for B will be greater than the rate constant for A, then the elimination reaction will occur. That's why KEB will be greater than KEA. Now search the option. In option third, we can see that mu A is greater than mu B, and rate constant for elimination of B is greater than rate constant for elimination of A. Okay, so this option is our correct option.